They're lined up and ready for the kickoff, so let's go to the field for the start of the action. Moore will be kicking off.
To start the game. Jackson.
From the 2. Let's see if they can turn this first drive into points. Ball on their own 18.
18-yard line. First and 10.
Stevens in the backfield. Throws it, and he can't find a way to keep possession.
The coaching staff thinks that he has some of the best hands in the team. That is surprising to see him drop a pass like that.
Second and 10. Ball on the 18-yard line.
Hey, watch the counter! Hey, watch that screen! It's go time, baby. Hey, let's go, 1-Z. Not today.
So the quarterback keeper is the call, and the defense sniffed it out perfectly. Third and long. A lot of speed on the field for the defense as they line up in the quarter. Fires this one deep. Nearly intercepted. The defender makes a good play to break up the defense.
Yeah, he had great coverage, but the ball should have ended up in his hand, not on the turf.
Offense couldn't get it done, and they'll line up to punt. From the 48.
37-yard punt. Return for a gain of 3 yards.
First and 10.
Will start the drive at the 48-yard line. First and 10.
The backs are lined up in an I. Williams sends a man in motion. With a counterplay. O'Donnell is there for the tackle.
When your offensive line is getting a good push up front, it's a lot easier to pick up yardage on the ground.
Ball on the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40-yard line.
Minnesota goes with a 4-man front. Dropping back. Long throw. Incomplete pass. He was in the right place at the right time and then saved them from giving up a lot of yardage.
Third and 1. Ball on the 40-yard line.
A little misdirection. Jackson tackles him, but not before the first down is reached. Johnny had a guy right there in his face, but made him miss.
Yeah, he just kind of moved out of the way. You know, some runners have a sense that tells them what to do with their arms, and he uses his arms very well.
Ball on the 37-yard line.
37-yard line.
Keep moving. We like to practice rules.
Out of the I formation.
Watch the ball.
Throwing. He finds his man. McCormick is there for the tackle at the 28-yard line.
A successful offense is one that can run and throw for good yardage on first down.
Second and 2. Ball on the 28-yard line.
Let's go, let's go. Throw right. Here we go, baby.
Gives the ball off. Great fake. Gets rid of it. And he steps out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
Look here, he does two things perfectly on this play. One, he watches the ball all the way into his hands to make the catch, and two, he shows great awareness and gets both feet down inbound. That's a nice looking play.
Thought he might challenge this one, and sure enough, it'll be reviewed.
The call in the field is questionable. You might decide that they made an incorrect call and reverse it.
It appeared he did a great job of keeping his balance along the sidelines.
Yeah, and the only question is, did he step out? That's what I think they're looking for in the booth.
The player was out of bounds when he caught the ball. Incomplete pass.
And that challenge was a good decision as the call is overturned.
Well, sometimes the official sees what you see, and sometimes he sees something else. But this time, everyone could see the call had to be changed.
Big stuff, D. Big stuff. Let's go.
They give it to the halfback. Parrott comes up to make the play. And a 29-yard loss. Moore will try to put them ahead with this field goal. The veteran connecting for the field goal.
He's one of those guys who really works hard at what he does. And you can see that hard work paying off when you make a kick like this one.
From the 3. The defense forced a punt the last time after 3 plays.
They'll take over at the 21-yard line. First and 10.
They ain't got nothing. Throw right.
Hand it off to the back. Johnstone is there for the tackle at the 26.
Now they got to keep going at it. They can get that defense tired and on its heels. These games will get longer and bigger as the game goes on.
2nd and 5 coming up here.
26-yard line.
Let's turn it up, D.
The lineup of 6 defensive backs. Throws it. Almost intercepted. Number 85 was the one they were trying to get the ball to.
Third and 5. Ball on the 26-yard line.
Hey, let's go, 1 deep.
Stevens, the lone back.
Go.
Steps up. Pressure, throwing on the run. It's broken up. And good pressure forced him to get rid of the pass early.
Any way you look at it, an incomplete pass is a heck of a lot better than throwing it to the other guy.
So the lineup to punt after going 3 and out. From the 39.
33-yard punt. Return for a gain of 2 yards.
Ball on their own 42.
Ball on the 42-yard line.
Let's run, man. Good shoot.
Minnesota comes out in a 4-3. Handed off to the back. Roberts is there on the stop at the 48. Cross kept his legs moving, gets 7 hard-earned yards. Ball on their own 48.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
Go make a play. Here we come.
Minnesota comes out in a 46. With a counter play. Roberts comes up to make the play at the 49-yard line.
One thing these guys don't want to do is give up in a running game. Because if they do that, they become one-dimensional. And that plays right into the defense's hands.
Gain of 2. Third down here, they have to reach the 48-yard line to convert. Out of the I formation. Going to the left. Jackson is there for the tackle at the 48.
Ball at midfield.
To carry it. Ferris comes up to make the play at the 47-yard line.
The defense held their positions and didn't let them get very far.
Ball on the 47-yard line. The Vikings come out in a 4-3. Closing in with the throw. The pass was incomplete. He appeared to feel the pressure there.
So many passing attacks in the NFL rely on timing. When you can put pressure on the passer, you never give him a chance to get into a rhythm. And you force him to throw the ball before he wants to.
Williams starts out of the shotgun. Throws it. Drops the interception. Daniels was the intended receiver on that play. O'Donnell with the coverage. Jackson lines up deep for the punt return. This one goes out of bounds. Deep in their own territory. Receives the handoff. Rennick is there for the tackle at the 19-yard line.
As a coach, you need to make sure that you establish your running game as a weapon that can hurt the other team.
2nd and 4.
Ball on the 19-yard line.
Handed off to the back. They'll spot this one at the 20.
Mixing runs with passes, keep the defense on.
3 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
With a counter play, can't bring him down. Riggs comes up to make the play at the 20-yard line. The ball carrier stops short. That'll probably lead to a punt. Woodson is ready to punt this one away. Smith looks like he's ready for the return. And he signals for the fair catch.
Fair catch made at the 44-yard line.
Ball on their own 44.
Start the drive at the 44-yard line. 1st and 10.
Minnesota goes with a 4-man front. On the carry. Number 21 is there for the tackle at the 47. I like how this big guy can run with the football.
Yeah, and this fullback can do more than just get out there and lead block. Give him the ball and watch him rumble.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
Defense, get ready. From the start.
They're looking for the run with all those linebackers out there. Wright is there on the stop at the 35. They couldn't bring him down very easily that time.
Yeah, and when the back can get out there and run through defenders, it just makes this offense that much more difficult to slow down.
Ball on the 35-yard line. Minnesota using 3 linebackers. Under pressure with the throw. Almost picked off. Good timing getting in between the ball and the receiver to save what would have been a big gain.
Second and 10. Ball on the 35-yard line.
Minnesota comes out in a 4-3. Looking left with a long pass. 5. Touchdown, Los Angeles. They put up 6 points by beating the coverage.
Cover 2 does have some holes, especially in the seam.
Moore comes in to attempt the point after. The point after is good.
That was a nice job of keeping those chains moving and avoiding costly penalties. Now they've got to see if they can keep this momentum that they have established going for the remainder of this game.
And he got all of that one. A great kick. From the 1-yard line. They forced a 3-and-out on the last series.
First and 10. Ball on the 25-yard line.
Stevens is the deep back. Number 85 comes in motion. They give it to the halfback. Sheds it. Owens comes up to make the play at the 32-yard line.
You never know when you're going to find some room and break loose into the secondary.
It's second down and 3 to go.
On the 32-yard line.
Yeah, you see me.
Nickelback in this time. Hand it off. Johnstone is there for the tackle at the 37-yard line. Now let's have a look at what our runners have done up to this point. So they have first and 10 here.
On the 37-yard line.
Overswing right. We turning it up. Danny. Don't make the play. Hold the look.
Gets rid of it. Ooh, nearly picked off. Jackson was his intended target.
Jackson, the intended receiver, on the play. Second and 10. Ball on the 37-yard line.
Stevens is the deep back on the call. Mills is there for the tackle at the 40-yard line.
It's important to pound the defense with a run. Sooner or later, they're going to bend.
And he picks up about 4. As they get ready for this third down play, we'll take a look at how they've done today. They give it to the halfback. It's loose. The Vikings have it. They lose the ball in the backfield, but manage to recover.
And that was a great play to swallow up the ball carrier. Put a big hit on him like that.
Woodson will come in now to punt it away. Smith into return. And he waves for the fair catch.
Fair catch made at the 19-yard line.
First and 10.
At the 19-yard line. First and 10.
Only one man back. Mathis, the man in motion. Going to the air on first down. Rolls right, surveying the field, rolling out to his right. Throws this one away. He couldn't find a receiver, so he threw it where no one could get it. It's second down and 10 to go.
Ball on the 19-yard line.
Watch your eyes. Not today.
Minnesota goes with a four-man front. And they go with the delay. Can't bring him down. O'Donnell is there on the stop at the 19. They started off quickly as the first quarter comes to an end with the score. Los Angeles 10, Minnesota 0.
The Vikings, nothing.
The teams have switched sides, and we'll start the second quarter. Ball on their own 19.
Ball on the 19-yard line.
There's your lane. Blue jam, blue jam.
A lot of speed on the field for the defense as they line up in the quarter. Plenty of time with the pass.
They were in his own defense in perfect position to make the play. They let it get away.
Sack comes into the game for the punt. Jackson sets up to run back the punt. And he chooses not to return this one.
This is where you want to respond quickly, or this could turn into a battle for field position.
Ball on their own
Will
36.
start the drive at the 36-yard line. First and 10.
The defense lines up in the nickel. Tosses it right. T comes up to make the play at the 37-yard line. So after that run, we can see how the two main threats on the ground have fared so far. Ball on their own 37.
Ball on the 37-yard line.
They'll go from the I formation. Johnson is there for the tackle at the 39-yard line.
Right now, they need to keep going at the defense with a run. Sooner or later, they'll be able to break one for a big gain.
It's third down and 7 to go.
Ball on the 39-yard line.
Stevens lines up behind his fullback in the I. Pump faking, looking for the long completion. Nearly intercepted.
He's back in his zone. He's reading. He sees the quarterback the whole way. And then he gets a chance at an interception. He just didn't finish the play.
Very solid defensive effort to force the 3 and out. Fair catch called for.
Fair catch made at the 26-yard line. The Raiders will start the drive at the 26-yard line. First and 10.
Ross, the lone back. Running with a lot of room in front. Midfield, the 40, the 30, the 20. Jackson is there for the tackle.
This guy always gives maximum effort on every play. It doesn't matter if you're asking him to run between the tackles or outside. He just takes the ball and refuses to be brought down by the tackler.
Will. All right, now. You turning it up.
Williams with a man in motion.
Stay both now. All on that, y'all.
On the ground. Number 52 comes up to make the play at the 11. Cross paddles his way forward for what appears to be a 2-yard pickup. They're 11 yards away from the end zone.
11-yard line.
The Vikings line up in a 4-3. Receives the handoff. Gain of 2 with the carry. And now our viewers can see how successful each team's main running threat has been today. This drive 9 yards away from a touchdown.
9-yard line.
Hey, let's go. Will.
Minnesota goes with a 4-man front. Throwing. Almost intercepted.
I'll tell you, he was looking for the big play the other way, and he let that ball go right through his finger.
So this should be an easy 3. Leonard kicks it through.
And give credit to the kicker there. It's nice to have a guy that can make your drive worth 3, even if you don't get it into the end zone every time.
Moore is just about ready to kick this one away. Sends it sailing. This one is taken by Jackson.
If they want to make this a game, they have to buckle down, avoid mistakes, and work hard to dig themselves out of this hole.
It's 1st and 10.
18-yard line. 1st and 10.
Go, Will.
Stevens, the lone back. Blitz is coming. He just couldn't avoid the sack.
Yeah, and what the defense is trying to do is not let them know where that extra rush is coming from. You've only got 3 down linemen, but at any time they can bring more guys and make it difficult for the line to pick them up.
Following the sack, it's 2nd and long.
15-yard line.
Hey, let's go 1 deep.
They line up in the I formation. Going to the left, keeps his feet moving. Mills is there for the tackle at the 13-yard line. The player is getting up slowly. Will head toward the sideline or an injury report as soon as possible. And they'll face a long 3rd down here. The Raiders come out in a nickel package. Throws it. Picked off. It's intercepted. The 20. He has room. The 10. And they're in. Touchdown. He takes that one all the way. Moore comes in for the extra point. The point after is good.
Most quarterbacks in this league have short memories when it comes to interceptions. They have the confidence to keep throwing the ball, and many times they come back and make an outstanding play.
As we take a look at his success returning kicks, we get ready for the kickoff. This one is taken by Jackson. The defense made a great play the last time on the field, intercepting a pass and taking it back for a touchdown.
The Vikings will start the drive at the 22-yard line. First and 10.
They'll go from the I formation. Hands it off. Mill is there for the tackle at the 27.
The best backs in the league average 4 to 5 yards a carry. But there are a lot of things that go into a successful running game. You got to have good play calling, good blocking up front, and a back that can take advantage when he sees the opening.
Ball on the 27-yard line.
They give it to the halfback. Reddick comes up to make the play at the 33. He brought some extra people but couldn't stop him before he got the first.
And run blitzing these guys isn't a bad idea because you know they like to run. You got to be sure to bring guys in the right place. If you think they might run to the outside, additional blitzers in the middle isn't going to help you much.
Hand it off to the back. Johnson is there for the tackle. You know, Johnny always seems to be in perfect position to make a play.
He's all about effort. His motor's always running at 100%, and he's got the experience to diagnose plays very quickly.
Second and long coming up here.
On the 32-yard line.
Hand it off. Number 44 comes up to make the play at the 39. So let's take a look at how this back compares to the opposition. Ball on their own 39. The injury sustained earlier was minor, and they expect him to return to the game after a series or two. They give it to the halfback. They'll spot this one at the 38-yard line. That's 3 tackles so far for him today. Not getting the first down. That will probably bring out the punter. Woodson is ready to punt this one away. Smith is the deep return man. He signals for a fair catch. Donaldson returns after spending time on the sideline with an injury. Minnesota goes with a 4-man front. Looking to run it here. Wright is there for the tackle at the 33-yard line.
If they keep getting gains like this, it could really open up things for him in the second half.
And he picks up about 4. Second and 6 coming up here. Minnesota comes out in a 46. Hand off to the tailback. McCormick comes up to make the play at the 37. Ross pushes past the 100-yard mark on the ground. Third and maybe 1.
Ball on the 37-yard line.
The backs are lined up in an I. Williams sends a man in motion. They give it to the halfback. They're going to spot this one at the 42-yard line. And that's now 3 tackles for him in this game.
That's a good job of separating out of the defensive lineman. They created a crack, he saw it, and made his move.
First and 10. Ball on the 42-yard line.
Minnesota comes out in a 4-3. Number 98 comes up to make the play at the 41-yard line. defensive line sniffed that play out beautifully.
The guys along the defensive line are very big and very active, and they're very good at sucking up blocks, opening holes for the linebackers to make plays when the other team decides to go with the run.
Minnesota using 3 linebackers. Gets the pass off. He hits his receiver. Number 21 is there for the tackle at the 42-yard line.
That was a good defense to hold them to a small gain. You don't want to buckle when you've got the other team in 2nd or 3rd and long.
2-minute warning coming up. The Vikings come out in a nickel package. Pressure coming. Stepping up. Gets rid of it. He hits his receiver. Can't bring him down. He brings it in for a big gain.
Almost every wide receiver gets better at running routes as they get older, and this guy's no exception.
Two minutes left.
Ball on the 17-yard line.
They have a big lead, and they're on the move again inside the 20. With the pass, Jackson is there for the tackle at the 10.
Watch this hit. He gets his helmet right under his chin, and wham, he takes him straight to the turf. Here's where the defense needs to make a big play. Maybe they bring some heat with a blitz, or they change up the coverage. That way they can force the offense into making a mistake and keep them from getting any points before the half.
Let's go, defense.
Hand off to the tailback. O'Donnell comes up to make the play at the 4.
Usually on runs like that to the outside, it's a receiver and a tight end who makes a good block to get you those yards.
Just 4 yards from the goal line now.
All day, baby, come on.
They line up in the I formation. With a counterplay. Jackson is there on the stop at the 5.
Yep, you've got one guy going boom, the other guy going whack, and the guy trying to run it in for the score, and he's going nowhere.
It's 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line. Hand off to the tailback. He's brought down behind the line for a short loss. They tried to find some room in the middle, but there was no place to go.
He brought some extra guys up on the run blitz. They got penetration, and they shut the play down.
It's 3rd and goal at the 6-yard line. There's about 1 minute left.
Ball on the 6-yard line.
All on us, y'all.
Minnesota comes out in a 46. Hand it off. Nice play fake. Throws to the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders.
Watch this catch by the tight end. I always say the tight end is always more of a threat in the red zone. He's a big target, and his skills sometimes cause matchup problems for the defense.
The extra point attempt is good. Pick up the yardage, use the clock, marching down the field for the touchdown.
They enjoyed a 5-course meal courtesy of this defense. They started the drive well, and they ended it with dessert.
Moore comes in to kick off. This one is fielded by Jackson. Just about ready to get this drive started after being forced to punt on their last possession. And now they have a fresh set of downs to work with as they try to get some points before the half.
They'll start the drive at the 23-yard line. 1st and 10.
Newton from the shotgun. Armstrong comes in motion.
Deuce it.
They'll bring the blitz. With the pass, turns, he has it. The 40. They're going to spot this one at the 46-yard line. He wraps him up and now has 4 tackles. The defense blitzes the corner, but the quarterback got rid of it quickly for a completion and a first down.
That was a great play because he saw him coming, remained calm, and threw an accurate pass.
Watch your man.
Newton scans the defense from the gun.
Let's ride, man.
Pass play here on first down. Throws it. Owens is there on the stop. They throw it and pick up a second consecutive first down.
Well, when you start to establish something, you want to keep it going until the defense finds a way to stop you.
Ball on the 28-yard line.
The Vikings line up in a 5-receiver set this time. Dropping back to pass on first down. Gets rid of it, and it's caught. Number 44 is there for the tackle.
Here's a no-huddle. It's a good way to keep the defense off balance.
Dropping back with the throw. Picked off. It's intercepted. Owens appears to have sustained an injury and will make his way to the sideline under his own power. So after the interception, now it's 1st and 10. From the gun, Williams sends a man in motion. Pass play here on first down. Pressure. He held on to it too long. Great effort that time, John. He's clearly one of the best in the league.
Yeah, he's one of those guys who's been playing for a while now. And let me tell you, he might never be better than he is right now.
Now in 2nd and long after the sack. So an update now on the injury. It doesn't appear to be anything serious, and his return is probable.
Stay soft, man. Let's do our thing. Not today. Here we come. Check it. Let's go, D. Let's go. Let's go.
That's the end of the second quarter with the score. Los Angeles 27, Minnesota 0.
We're ready to begin the 3rd quarter of play.
Woodson in to kick this one off.
To start the second half. Smith at deep to return.
This one is taken by Smith. Smith takes this one back to the 27-yard line.
On the return.
Owens was taken out earlier with a minor injury, but now returns to the game.
Here we go.
On the call, number 21 is there on the stop at the 33. Cross with a nice burst through the middle that time. 5-yard pickup. 2nd and 4 coming up
Ball
here.
on the 33-yard line.
Hey. Let's go.
The Vikings come out of the 46.
One of us will make a play.
With a counter play. O'Donnell comes up to make the play.
This is tough running here. Let's watch him as he gets through right here. And he breaks a tackle and he keeps moving forward. I tell you, this guy's hard to bring down.
Let's ride, man. What screen? Regular. Back it up, baby.
Dropping back to pass on first down. Gets rid of it. This one will be spotted at the 40. He makes his 5th stop of the game on that play. Give him some time, he'll hit his man.
And the thing is, he doesn't care how big that window is. With his accuracy, everyone's open.
Ball on the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40-yard line.
Go, one. All right, here we go.
The Vikings with a 4-man front. Spins away from the tackle.
This team's always trying to get a good mix of run and pass plays.
Ball on the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39-yard line.
Blue jam.
The defense lines up in the nickel.
Slot going.
Drops back. Gets rid of it. Complete to the wide receiver. Wright is there for the tackle at the 30. Great throw to beat the zone.
I'll tell you, the defense has to do a better job of coming up and clamping down on the receiver whenever he enters their zone.
1st and 10.
Ball on the 30-yard line.
Do something. Fresh go.
Minnesota goes with a 4-man front. On the carry. This one will be spotted at the 25-yard line. He wraps up the ball carrier, and his tackle total is now 4.
Second and 5. Ball on the 25-yard line.
Watch out.
The Vikings with a 4-man front. They give it to the halfback. Barrett comes up to make the play at the 21.
He was looking for a place to run, but all those places were filled up with guys waiting to tackle him.
Just about a 3-yard gain. The 20-yard line would net them a first down here on this 3rd down play. Minnesota comes out on a 46 with the pass, and it's complete. McCormick is there for the tackle at the 14.
This is good communication between the quarterback and his receiver to keep the chains moving. They know where the first down marker is, and they recognize the type of coverage the defense is playing. The ball is there, and so is the catch.
Hey, two quarters. Watch your man. Watch the first.
Throws to the end zone. Drops the interception. Dropped in the end zone, so the offense still has possession.
And that's the last thing you want as a defender, to have the ball go right through your hands in the end zone.
10th play of this drive.
Keep the throttle down.
The Vikings with a 4-man front. With the throw, he finds his man. Stewart goes down after a minimal gain.
1-yard gain on the play.
11th play of this drive. Down inside the 15. Minnesota with 6 defensive backs.
We're talking about real. Keep it in front.
Drops back. Pump faking with the pass. It's broken up.
That's just the kind of play they've come to expect from him. He always seems to make the big play just when they need him to.
Harris was the one they were trying to get the ball to. Moore and the kicking team come on for this field goal attempt. The try is good. That's his 3rd successful attempt.
They were able to pick up a few first downs there to give their kicker a chance. And he was able to do the rest to make it an effective drive.
This one is handled by Jackson. Jackson is able to get it to the 17.
Jackson on the return. They'll take over at the 17-yard line. 1st and 10.
No stop that motor.
Out of the I formation. Gets the call. Throws it. Swings it out to the fullback. Number 44 is there for the tackle at the 22-yard line. Just about 5 on that pass, John.
That was a pretty good play. The defense brought a few extra guys, but the line did a pretty good job of picking it up, giving them just enough time to find the open man.
6. Ball on the 22-yard line.
Don't make a play. Move it up. Play football.
Newton goes to work with an empty backfield. Steps up into the pocket.
Switching to a 3-step drop might be a pretty good idea. He has to find a way to get that ball out of there a little more quickly.
Ball on their own 18.
Ball on the 18-yard line.
Blue game. Ain't no way. Play hard and fast, baby.
The offense has had trouble moving the sticks on 3rd down so far. Drops back with the throw. Almost picked off.
When you talk about ball control and time of possession, that's not what you want to see.
Smith will go back to accept this punt. From the 45-yard line.
36-yard punt. Return for a gain of 4 yards.
Ball on the 50-yard line.
Start the drive at the 50-yard line. 1st and 10.
Minnesota goes with a 4-man front.
Everything you got.
Hand it off to the back. Jackson is there on the stop at the 46.
A big part of this guy's running style is to use the blockers to set up his cut, but they were nowhere to be found on that run.
Gain of 3. It's 2nd down and 6 to go.
Ball on the 46-yard line.
Good shoot. Go, Keith.
The Vikings with a 4-man front. With the carry, number 21 comes up to make the play at the 38-yard line. Ross has been clearly a big part in their offensive plan, now has over 125 yards rushing.
1st and 10. Ball on the 38-yard line.
They ain't got nothing. Keep the throttle down. One back.
The Vikings come out with 8 guys in the box. Throwing. Jumps up, he has it. O'Donnell is there on the stop. And they were each jockeying for position while that one was in the air. Let's get the ball.
1st down.
They need 11 yards to get it into the end zone. The last time they were inside the 20, they came away with 3 points. Tosses it left. Dropped in the backfield for a short loss. And he chases him down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
I'll tell you, he's one of the most knowledgeable defenders in the league. He knows how to play the game, and he always knows what's going on.
2nd and 13. Ball on the 13-yard line.
Here we go. There we go, D.
The Vikings come out in a 4-3. Gets the toss to the right. Cormack is there for the tackle at the 17. He starts out the wrong way and winds up losing yards.
Yeah, they got good penetration on the line. Guys flying to the ball, getting to the ball carrier, making a heck of a defensive play.
So it's 3rd down. They can actually get a 1st down without getting a touchdown.
I can do it, baby.
With 2 extra defensive backs, the defense is in the dime.
From the start.
Closing in, can't avoid the rush.
The defensive coordinator teaches his guys to be very aggressive out there on defense. He has a lot of confidence in his cornerback, and he's willing to leave them out there in single coverage on an island. So they'll blitz on just about any down, looking for a big play.
Moore comes into the game to try the field goal. Through the uprights and good.
The key to winning is having your drives get some sort of points for your team. They got it done on that drive. And I'm sure they're thinking touchdown for their next one.
Nice kick. Plenty of distance. This one is handled by Jackson. Of course, a 3 and out on the offense's last possession. Ball on their own 29.
Ball on the 29-yard line.
Keep moving. Let's go.
To carry it, Reddick is there on the stop at the 27. He's there to make yet another outstanding defensive play.
He made a name for himself with plays like that. He's one of those guys that every defensive coordinator would love to have on his team. He's smart, he plays with good intensity, and he's a heck of a leader on and off the field.
Yeah, you see me.
Throwing. Ooh, nearly picked off. Deep throw, nearly picked off.
When you've got a receiver who wins a lot of jump ball situations, you've got to throw it deep to him. That time, the defender got the better jump.
3rd and 12. Ball on the 27-yard line.
The Raiders come out in a nickel package. With the throw, jumps up and he has it.
When you have guys with speed that can get open downfield, it gives you the ability to run long pass patterns. But it all begins with the offensive line, because they're going to have to hold their blocks a little longer, and because it takes more time for the play to develop.
Ball on the 43-yard line.
Jackson comes in motion. This one is handed off. Andrews comes up to make the play at the 44-yard line.
When you get penetration like that, it's very hard for the offense to get positive yardage.
Ball on their own 44.
Ball on the 44-yard line.
Slide going. Don't stop that motor. Here we go, baby.
Handed off. Teague is there on the stop at the 45-yard line.
They might not be busting off big games, but those linemen are really working hard down there.
Third and long.
Ball on the 45-yard line.
Let's go now.
This team has to start converting on 3rd down if they're going to be successful.
Gets rid of it, and this pass is completed. This one will be spotted at the 50-yard line. He found the ball carrier to make his 4th stop of the game. Smith is back to receive this kick. And he waves for the fair catch.
Fair catch made at the 13-yard line.
Deep in their own territory.
Start the drive at the 13-yard line. 1st and 10.
Minnesota lines up in a 4-3. Hand off to the tailback. Jackson comes up to make the play at the 19-yard line. Picked up about 6 yards that time. Second and 4 coming up here.
19-yard line.
All on us, y'all. From the start.
Ross is the deep back. Going to the left. Number 52 is there on the stop at the 20. So we've reached the end of the 3rd quarter with the Raiders ahead of the Vikings 33-0. The teams are set for the 4th quarter of play. Ball on their own 20.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
There we go.
The defense has had difficulty stopping them on 3rd down. Here comes the blitz. Gives this one a ride to the left. Nearly intercepted. Number 98 is getting up very slowly. It looks like he'll head toward the sideline, and we'll get you an injury report as quickly as possible. Nothing happening for the offense there, forced into a 3-and-out. From the 43.
It sure doesn't look like they're going to be able to come back in this one. But it's an issue of pride. They want to prove that they're better than they've played so far.
First and 10. Ball on the 46-yard line.
Stay both left. Take it out, baby. Let's go. Be good.
The Raiders come out in a nickel package. Hands it off. Palmer comes up to make the play at the 47. Stevens kept his legs moving, gets 7 hard-earned yards. Ball on the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
Hey, watch that screen. We're talking about brilliant.
The Vikings line up in a 5-receiver set this time. This one will be spotted at the 40-yard line. That's his 3rd tackle of the contest.
This is what they have to do. Keep making completions down the field and move the chain. Watch this one. He knows he's got to get the first, and he picks the right guy to throw it to.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Let's get you. All right, now. Do something. Do something.
With a counterplay, number 40 is there on the stop at the 40.
These plays can end up with lost yards if the defense gets through or around their blocking quickly enough.
Number 98 returns after spending time on the sideline with an injury.
Here we go. Dynamite. All on those, y'all.
Under pressure, going deep. Almost intercepted. Oh, man, he had it in the end zone but dropped it.
That's the second worst thing that can happen to a defender, to drop one like that. The absolute worst thing is to have your man beat you for 6.
Here's a look at the 3rd down success rate of each team.
I think this defense looks forward to these 3rd down situations because they've been stopping them today.
With the throw, he finds his man. Palmer takes him down before he can get the first. Stevens didn't get enough for the first. It's 4th down and just about a yard to go. With a counterplay, great penetration, stopping him short.
The Raiders will start the drive at the 34-yard line. First and 10.
The Vikings come out in a 4-3.
Hey, let's go.
Hand it off. Wright is there on the stop at the 38.
He's one of those guys that can put up 100 yards week in and week out. This has been just another day at the office for him.
Second and 5. Ball on the 38-yard line.
Here I go. Here we go, baby.
Minnesota comes out in a 4-3.
Let's go. Be good. We're talking about brilliant.
Hand off to the tailback. They'll spot this one at the 44. So he adds another tackle and now has 6. Excellent run for a first down.
They brought some extra heat with a blitz, but he was able to find some room and pick up the first.
So they have 1st and 10 here.
Ball on the 44-yard line.
You gotta have it, D. Come on.
The Vikings with a four-man front. They'll go with a play fake. With the pass, the 30, the 20. Jackson is there for the tackle. And good. He's made some good throws and is now over 200 yards for the game. It's first and goal at the 9-yard line.
What's the hard count?
Only one man in the backfield. Throws it. Drops the interception. That was the intended receiver on that play. Number 21 was there on the coverage. It's second and goal at the 9.
Bring it up, bring it up. Hold the look.
Minnesota comes out in their nickel package.
Hey, let's go one deep. Come on. Go.
Pressure coming. Can't avoid the rush. Ferris records the sack.
This is what happens when you miss block. Guys go by, quarterback goes down, team loses yard.
With that sack, his total for the night now stands at 3. It's third and goal at the 14-yard line.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. All on us, y'all.
Minnesota comes out with 8 guys in the box. With the carry, number 52 is there on the stop at the 8-yard line. Nothing doing on that running play, so they'll probably send in the kicker.
I think so. When you've got the lead, you don't have to try anything fancy. You just tack on the 3 and put the game in your defense's hands.
So this should be an easy 3. The kick is good. The Raiders pour it on with another score. Moore is back and ready to put this one in the air. He got all of that one. From the 5-yard line.
This is one of those situations where they're playing for respect. The game really hasn't gone the way they thought it would, but they have a lot of pride in their team. I'd expect to see them keep fighting till that final whistle.
Ball on their own 36.
Start the drive at the 36-yard line. First and 10.
Watch this.
Stevens, the deep back. Newton with a man in motion.
Keep the throttle down. Watch it.
Going to the air on first down. Throws it. Swings it out to the left. Johnstone is there for the tackle at the 39-yard line. Newton completes that one, and it goes for about 4 yards. Ball on their own 39.
Ball on the 39-yard line.
Yeah, it's on. Let's go now.
With the throw. Riggs comes up to make the play at the 34-yard line.
Perfect execution to get this first down. Look at it here. He knows how far they have to move the chain, and he gets it by making the right decision and laying it in there like that.
Let's go now.
Pass play here on first down. Pressure gives this one a ride to the left. Broken up.
And that's a big drop. You don't get too many chances like that. So you have to make the catch if the quarterback finds you with the pass.
Jackson was his intended target.
Second and 10. Ball on the 34-yard line.
Let's run, man.
The defense lines up in the nickel.
No more, fella.
They're blitzing. Deep throw. He's got it. Mill is there on the stop at the 1. Big gain on that play, 32 yards. And it'll be a 1st and goal. The ball almost on the goal line, less than a yard away.
One of us gonna make a play. Let's go.
But late in the game, they finally make it inside the 20. Number 95 comes up to make the play at the 1-yard line. They can't get the blocking they need, and now it'll be 2nd down and goal. They're just a yard away now.
Ball on the 1-yard line.
Can he get there? Touchdown, Vikings.
Now, this is exactly how to get the ball in the end zone. Just get in behind the center and guard and keep pushing and pushing until they're putting up 6 points on the board.
The point after is good. The Vikings still with a huge deficit to overcome. They don't have time to kick it away and go on defense, so they're going for the onside kick. The onside kick is off. Los Angeles recovers. The Raiders will start this drive from the 46. It's 1st and 10.
Ball on the 46-yard line.
All right, let's go.
The Vikings with a 4-man front. Jackson is there for the tackle at the 42. Gain of 4. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Ball on the 42-yard line.
Ross, the lone back. Number 80 comes in motion. On the ground. Number 52 is there on the stop at the 39-yard line.
The offensive line loves to run block, playing physically against the defensive line. They've done a heck of a job of it out there today.
3rd down play here. They have to get it to the 36.
39-yard line.
Ross, the deep man. Williams with a man in motion.
What's the hard count?
Hand it off. This one will be spotted at the 34. The tackle is his 5th of the game.
Teams run in the middle about 80% of the time, and that's inside the tackle. So you have to be able to have some success doing it. This time, there was no problem getting it up in there.
Ball on the 34-yard line.
Not today. Do some. Let's go.
The Vikings come out in a 4-3. Number 98 comes up to make the play at the 32. The defensive tackle surged through the line to bring the runner down. Almost at the 2-minute mark now.
Ball on the 32-yard line.
Stay both left. Let's go.
The Vikings line up in a 4-3. Hand it off to the fullback. Wright is there on the stop at the 27. Gain of a handful.
On the 1.
Third down, and they'll have to try to get it to the 24-yard line to pick up a 1st down. These 3rd downs haven't been much of an obstacle, and it's helped them take the lead. Throws it, and it's complete. It's a fumble. The Vikings pick up the fumble. The ball bounces their way, and they can now hand it back to their offense here in the fourth quarter.
First and 10. Ball on the 17-yard line.
So we gonna take it. We like to practice rules.
Nickelback in this time. Gets rid of it. Donaldson comes up to make the play. At the 24-yard line. They want to hurry it up here.
Play hard and fast, baby.
Closing in. Launches it deep to the left. Almost picked off. And they had to go to the air because they need big plays fast.
That's right. You got to have composure in these situations. Find your receivers who can pick up yardage after the catch. But most importantly, you have to keep the chains moving.
3rd and 3. Ball on the 24-yard line.
Newton will work out of the shotgun. Drops back with the pass. It's the receiver with room to run. Donaldson is there on the stop at the 40. The offense is going to hurry things up here.
Let's go. You can't stop.
Dropping back to pass on first down. Gets rid of it. Incomplete pass. Time is working against them.
Yeah, I'm thinking they're going to keep going to the air, but it might be a little too late.
Second and 10. Ball on the 40-yard line.
Bring it up. Bring it up. Dynamite.
The Vikings line up in a 5-receiver set this time. Incomplete. No choice here, John. They just have to keep throwing.
Yeah, they do. Running the ball isn't going to do a whole lot of good now.
Here are the numbers when it comes to third down conversions. The Raiders line up in the quarter defense. Under pressure, he can't get away. Andrews uses his speed to get to the quarterback.
Yeah, he's got some great moves, and he combines that with a very quick first step.
So as we get set for the punt, let's take a look at our returners' stats. Woodson will come in now to punt it away. Smith sets up, waiting for the punt. First and 10.
Ball on the 4-yard line.
Only one man in the backfield. Rolls right. Rolling out to his right. Gets the pass off. Jackson is the guy who's there to break it down. At the 15. Number 80 has had a remarkable year and is now regarded clearly as one of the best receivers in the league. He's over the 1,000-yard mark in receptions. First and 10.
Ball on the 15-yard line.
Let's go, B. Let's go. Hey, watch the screen. Here we go. We turning it up. Hey, let's go. On the 10. Fresh ball. Check it. Let's go. Be good. I can do it, man. Keep moving. What's the hard count? They ain't got nothing. Don't stop that motor. Keep it up.
Looking upfield. Wright comes up to make the play. At the 18. Cross takes advantage of a little daylight. Picks up 3 yards. Second and 7.
Ball on the 18-yard line.
You gotta have it, D. Watch screen. From the start.
This game reaches its conclusion with the final score, Los Angeles 36, Minnesota 7. This is Al Michaels with John Madden saying goodbye for EA Sports.